what amount of people are named Christian in the U.S.?
We used to go to school with a Christian.
We did. So that including him.
Right. I could literally probably drink both these down and I still go no.
He's just thirsty. Welcome to the very first episode of Holy World. I'm Colin.
I'm Isaac.
And we're going to be starting this show. Basically, I want to start out right at the beginning and say this is a Christian-themed show, but we are by no means like experts. We are currently on our walk with faith. We are very passionate about it. We do know a decent amount, but I don't want to come off as like we're trying to be preachers or anything. We are learning along with you. This is supposed to be a growing exercise for all of us.
Right. And in a sense, it's kind of just, it will document our progress as well as us also, maybe helping super strong believers or people who are new to Christ. Regardless of what it is, we can help, but we can kind of
just entertain you guys. If you're watching this and you're not currently a Christian, welcome. You're welcome aboard to watch. Hopefully we can still entertain you and hopefully we can possibly plant a seed.
You know what they say.
Yeah, you know what they say. I don't know. Welcome aboard. But yeah, so we're going to start off this show with a segment breaking down a Bible verse of the day. Typically we'll just have one Bible verse and we'll break it down for you, but this time is going to be a little different starting off because Isaac and I recently both got a tattoo. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, and we both got a Bible verse.
And if you're going to, watch our show and you're going to see this bad boy sitting here in front of you the whole time, we might as well explain it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into that.
Mine's a little bit more hidden, so you're not going to see it. It's on my leg, but Isaac's here is really loud and proud, so obviously you're going to see it in every episode. So I'll let Isaac break down what his means and what it means to him, and then I'll do the same.
Obviously, no, I do have it memorized, and I can tell you what it is right now, but every now and then I kind of misconstrue a couple words. So I'm going to read it right here, just so it's like the exact reading from the NIV version, and that way I'm telling you the right stuff. Romans 8:18, for I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
It's a great verse. It really is.
So when you just read it, it's pretty obvious, what it does mean. But it's so easy to kind of go through things in life, sufferings, different things. It doesn't matter if it's death, if it's just like a broken down car. There's so many different things that go on. I don't want to categorize one thing's worse than the other. One thing,
Everyone has struggles basically, regardless of the degree of it.
Yes.
To each person, it is going to be a struggle.
So what that means is, regardless of what it is, obviously, Earth's not perfect. There's so many bad things that go on, so much evil in this world. And that's why we have to remember, that eventually this is all going to come to an end. There won't be any more suffering, any more worry, any more stress. To us believers, we believe, Jesus is going to come down and we're going to get to go to heaven. So it's like, I know that things can be bad. There's a lot of stuff that's going to happen to you in this life, but you have to remember that eventually this won't matter. I mean, this little measly, the average lifespan of a person is like 70 years is like what the thing is.
Yeah.
Well, one day we're going to be living for billions and billions of years.
Infinitely.
And that's going to make that 70 years that we have on this life mean nothing, right?
Basically, the light at the end of the tunnel outweighs the darkness inside the tunnel.
Right. Wow. That was good. That was pretty good. And that's just my favorite Bible verse of all time. It's also why I got it tattooed. Just kind of a remembering thing. But also, say I'm passing by someone just on the street somewhere and they see it. They might not even be a Christian. They look it up and they're like, whoa, that kind of hits hard. Maybe it means something to them. Maybe they're going through some, a big loss in their life or something's going on. That's why I got it. It's also, to help other people, not just something that I thought looked cool on my arm.
Yeah, that was very well said. As far as for mine, first I have one that's just like a generic. I don't know if you can even see this, but the God is greater than the ups and the downs. Just thought I'd show that off.
That's a classic.
Classic, right? But that's something I always wanted and I got it. My other one I'm not going to show you right now just because it'd be hard to show you, but it is Psalm 18:6. In my distress I called upon the Lord and cried unto my God. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him, even into his ears.
Ooh.
So for me, that basically just it kind of relates to yours in the same way that like when you're struggling, when you need help, when you're not good enough, no matter what, you can reach out to God and he will hear you. And it's crazy to think that someone who is so almighty and controls everything would even like hear my little whimper whenever I'm struggling, but he does hear it. This is what it's talking about. Like he does actually hear each of us, even though there's billions of people in the world, each one of us is loved and cared for by God. So basically it just reminds me to never be afraid to reach out. I'm never alone. And even in my darkest times, there is someone who will listen to me. So yeah, that's basically.
Hey, yeah. He hit that nail right on the head. That's all I can say.
There we go.
I mean, I've read like this this verse, like obviously, and I probably just didn't really think much of it but the fact that he actually got it tattooed and he really enjoyed it, I really like that verse too. So what? I like it as well.
Yeah. Hey, dude, I'm not going to gatekeep. So now if you ever see our tattoos in the future, you know what it means to us. Like I said, in the future, we're just going to do like weekly a Bible verse that is important to us that week or whatever that stands out and break it down. But these are our verses, basically.
Yep. And we'll never explain this again. This is the one and only time that you guys get to see it. Go back to episode 1. We are now moving into a game called Set the Line. A lot of you are probably familiar with like higher or lower. You get a prompt, you get numbers, and be like, okay, so this is, you got to guess higher or lower. So that's basically what we're doing, but now with like some Christian themed things.
That's right. And we're going to collaborate on this. So basically we'll get a prompt and like, for example, I will guess a number that I think is accurate and Isaac will have to guess if the actual answer is higher or lower than the line that I set. So my goal is to make it difficult on him by getting a line that's really close and
we'll see what I can do. We'll see if I know it.
And you'll set a line also. So we'll both get a chance here. So neither of us know the answers right now. We just have ideas and we're going to look them up and see. This first one might be the toughest one in my opinion. Like this seems difficult. So the prompt is, how many Bibles have been sold in history?
Holy cow.
The one thing I know for a fact is that the Bible is the most selling book ever. Right. So it's going to be a high number. I'm going to guess it's like going to be more than 10, at least. That's not my line, but it's going to be a lot.
You think it actually would?
I don't know.
Well, the thing is, I actually have a Bible.
And so do I, so that's 2.
So, okay.
That does help me knowing that you have one, actually, so thanks for telling me.
Yeah, they'll factor into your line.
Yeah, I gotta think. There's so many different types of Bibles.
You gotta think, too, there's like a Bible in every hotel room, too. Isn't that the thing?
At least it used to be. I think.
Yeah, so think about all the hotels, all the Bibles, and that's just another thing.
I mean, the NIV, the King James, all these different.
And I wonder if it counts as like, say you're buying it in like an audio version. Virgin.
That's a good.
Mary? No.
I think it would count, I think. I don't even know a baseline guess on I'm gonna say, this might be so off, dude. I don't even know what a typical New York bestseller sells. So
yeah.
I don't really know. I'm gonna guess 800 million.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Is that insane?
Dude.
That might be, I don't know.
Dang, dude, it's tough because it's not just this is thousands of years, you know. Dude, it's crazy. And I know that there's actively 7-something billion people. I know not everyone's a Christian, but you gotta think there's people being born and living and dying over and over and over again.
That's true. I might have went too low.
I'm gonna guess over, but dude, it might not. It might be lower. I'm gonna guess over.
Let's see.
What is it?
You were way right, dude. I was so wrong. Between 5 and 7 billion copies worldwide.
Cow. Dude, I was thinking billion. But I was like, yeah, that is crazy.
Guinness World Records estimates that over 5 billion copies have been sold and distributed. Okay, I was way wrong. I don't know what I was thinking.
5 billion.
That is crazy.
5 to 7 billion. This is probably at 6 billion.
Now that I think about it, that makes sense. I don't know why I shot so low. Again, that was a bad line by me.
Yeah.
Bad line.
The Bible, that we, that many people. I mean, I know people get multiple copies in churches and so it's not just
individual.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But still to know that many Bibles have been distributed is freaking awesome.
That is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. They might not even factor in ours in there. Our 2.
Yeah.
I win. That's all that matters.
You get a point. Okay. So does that mean if you get it wrong, then I get a point?
You just don't want the other person to get points.
Right. Yes.
So
you're playing defense. We're setting the line.
Yeah.
I think this would be cool. Maybe we carry our points over from each episode.
Yeah.
It doesn't reset.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a permanent record.
Yeah.
Unless it gets way out of hand and I start beating you by 500.
Right now I'm blowing you out right now.
Yeah, I gotta get some points on the board. Okay, next one for you. The percentage of the U.S. that identify as Christians.
Okay, wow.
And here's a percentage, so it makes it, at least you have a 1 to 100 scale.
Yeah. And here's the crazy thing is, you probably, sometimes you somehow know. I have no clue.
I really don't. I try to pick things that I don't know.
Dang.
I mean, I could guess.
Right,
which I'm going to.
And actually, I remember you were telling me one time that the U.S. has a lower percentage than right?
There are other countries.
Right, you were telling me that.
Well, the U.S. isn't expanding as much as other other countries are growing.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know what the number is, but also keep in mind we both identify as Christians, so that factor that in.
It's
the numbers.
Are they doing a consensus? Are they going through here? Because are we being tallied into that?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, they haven't asked us. That's the thing. Google never asked us, but
they come through with the Google car.
Yeah,
the Google car in the churches.
Ask everybody.
Dude, the line I want to I almost want to say 30. No, I'm getting real intricate here. So here's the thing. If I did 25%, then you're saying, okay, 1 in 4 people are Christians.
Yep, that would be what that means.
Okay, cool. Thanks, guys.
All right.
But I don't think it is that.
And also, I should say, like, I don't know, because I haven't looked it up yet, but I'm guessing we're including all denominations here.
Yeah.
So Catholics, possibly LDS. That's a, you know.
Oh,
like,
dang.
you start
Yeah,
thinking,
not just the people.
because, like, Mormons consider themselves Christians.
Right.
And so do, like, Jehovah's Witness and all them. And that's, like, you know, debatable, whatever. Some people, like, think different ways, but I don't know.
Yeah, we're not just doing who just believe that Jesus died on the cross. Like, well, I don't know.
No, they do.
Well, I mean,
I think to be considered a Christian, you have to, like, Jesus has to be involved.
okay. But even though there are other religions that,
Like, Judaism would not count here.
right. Okay, so I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna go 26%.
Okay. I think you just gave me an easy point. I think it's significantly higher than that.
Dang it.
I don't know. I could be way wrong here.
I should have done the 30%.
See, the thing is that, like, if we were to go based on, like, what percentage of Americans are actually true Christians and behave that way and
Right.
go to church, then that's probably more accurate. Like, they behave,
Yeah.
or whatever, like, they act in accordance to that.
the Bible or just yeah, right.
But I think a lot of people like to just throw out the term that they are Christian, and
Right.
even though they aren't.
Yeah, that's true. And even though they may not be following the ways, they still believe, you know, they believe in God and Jesus.
Right, yeah.
So, okay, I probably should have factored that in there. I hope it's higher.
62%.
So
In 2023, as of 2023.
So that's good. I don't know
That's
what I
really
was
good.
thinking. I don't know what was going through my mind.
See, this is what I was talking about. Unfortunately, it is a decline. In 2007, 78%.
Holy cow.
So it's dropped 16%
Dang.
since then.
I hope it doesn't keep dropping. That makes me
Right,
wonder.
yeah, it's on a decline right now, but I think it's gonna shoot up.
I think so too.
I'm starting to see like a movement towards it. But yeah, so I was right basically. That's what really matters.
So that's 1-1.
1-1. That's
All right.
right. We got one more question each. Okay, so this one is a little bit of a little play on the theme here, but what amount of people are named Christian in the U.S.?
Oh man, and we used to go to school with a Christian.
We did.
So
we
that-
gotta include
Yeah,
him.
right. That's kind of cool knowing that he's gonna
be in this.
He's in that equation.
Yeah, I know a couple Christians. People named Christians.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
Yeah.
we're Christians.
Yeah.
No. You can see if you can set a good line for me.
Oh, I'm the one setting the line, right? Again, this is another open-ended one. I feel like percentages are easier to maybe because you know the top and bottom.
Right.
It could be anywhere from 5 to 300 million.
Yeah.
But probably more than 5.
You think 300 million people have been Christian?
Yeah. I feel like it's a pretty common name, but definitely not like one of the most common names.
Yeah.
But it's not unusual to see someone named Christian. There's so many names though.
You know what would help me right now if I could see like a common name and see what that is.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
Obviously,
mean?
Yeah, me too.
Because then I could be like, all right. Because then it's like, okay, Christian.
You could like judge it off of that. Yeah.
I need to see what a John is. What's a John?
Should we look?
No, I won't.
Okay.
I won't.
I just feel like I'm gonna be way off here. I'm gonna just say 8 million.
8 billion.
8 million Christians.
Dang. And guys, I hate to be this way, but that's an absolute lower. I don't even have to guess.
I was way too high, wasn't I?
Oh yeah.
Dang it.
I looked it
think
up
you're
before
right.
this. There's actually only
I think you're
10.
right. Oh, yeah, you're right. Because look, if there's 300 million, that would mean that like for it to be 8 million.
That'd be
people,
crazy. That'd be that many Christians floating around.
Okay, whatever.
That'd be on the news daily. They'd be like, everyone's named Christian. There'd be like an outbreak.
It's in the 99th percentile of popularity. Hold on now.
Dude, hold on, go back. I think I actually said it too.
It's 118,000.
Hey, that was a point. 118,000.
Oh my gosh, I'm bad at. Okay, I'm gonna get better at this, dude.
Yeah.
I gave you so easy.
What did you say?
ones.
8 million? It was only 118,000.
Yeah.
That's easy money.
That was just silly of me. I just thought everyone I knew was named Christian.
I know, right?
All right, whatever. 2-1, dude.
2 to
Just quit
1.
rubbing it in.
We'll
Just
take it.
won't Stop rubbing it in. So Isaac again gets the easier option here. He gets a
Yep.
percentage one. We should have done that better. We should have given me one. The thing is, what percentage of Christians have a tattoo?
Well, again, and then
Both of us do.
Both have one.
Dude.
So this is gonna be really biased.
So include the 2 in your thought
Okay,
process.
but here's the crazy thing. we know it's gonna be an estimate. It's not like every time a Christian gets a tattoo, somehow the government's there like, all right, let's go and add that.
We have to sign a thing.
Tattoos are becoming more popular by day by day. I saw someone talking about like the new thing is to almost not have a tattoo, and I don't think that's true. You could walk in a Walmart and there'd only be like a couple people with tattoos versus not. Anyways, that doesn't matter.
But this isn't just U.S.
Oh, this isn't just in the general? Now you're really trying to throw me off.
Yeah, just any Christian in the world.
So the whole U.S. Oh, wow.
No, the whole world.
The whole world. Oh, man, that really throws me off.
So keep that in mind, because different cultures have different like beliefs on stuff. So
do I want to get real intricate, or do I just want to give you like 50% and then it's kind of up to you? Oh, no, that's a play right there.
It's a fun game to play.
I'm going to do 50%.
Okay.
Just because now it's up to you.
Right down the middle.
Yeah, now it's up to you to decide, because a lot of people have tattoos.
Here's my thought, though. It is becoming very, very common now. But if I think of every Christian who is alive right now, like a lot of older people did not get tattoos.
Oh, you finessed me again.
And that we're just thinking U.S. right now. The world is bigger. I think of like other countries. I don't think they get a lot of tattoos as much as like U.S. culture does. I could be wrong. I'm gonna go lower,
guys, and we're gonna get better at these lines.
Yeah, we're struggling right now, but. We're not getting a good answer here, so we're gonna call this scraps. I did have a second bonus question in case this was the case, because I assumed that it was possible that we wouldn't get a clear answer. So the backup question here, you get to set the line.
Oh yeah.
Where does Chick-fil-A, a very commonly known Christian fast food company, where do they rank amongst all fast food? This was a little different. So if you say 10 and I say higher, I think it's like in the above that, like better.
My pleasure.
By ranked, it's not. Should we go like fan? Like not fan. It should be like by like sales.
Oh dang.
Let's clarify that. You know.
Ooh, that's tough.
Or like number of locations.
Yeah, we gotta get that. Okay, no, we'll have to do sales though, because technically it's like, how would you know that these? You know what I mean? So we have to
go objective numbers here, not subjective.
Right.
So
dang,
by sales.
Good. Okay.
We'll go like from in 2024.
If you're like online right now, everyone actually a trend right now is people actually ranking fast food, and everyone's doing freaking Chick-fil-A at like the freaking.
See, that's the thing, because everyone loves it.
Yeah.
Like, so if you were going off of fan, like what people think about it, it's gonna be really, really high.
But how many people are actually buying it?
And they're closed on Sundays.
Dang! You just helped me out.
That impacts sales. Like, are they worldwide? I don't even know.
Right.
How many locations they have?
Dang. Okay, so
the Sundays thing.
Yeah,
I feel like that makes a big impact, but I don't know. They are popular.
But then does it make up for it because people are like, oh, I can't have it on Sunday. Now on Monday, I'm craving some Chick-fil-A. I want to say 7.
That's a really good line.
I'm gonna do 7. That's
a very good line, my friend. Usually I immediately am like, oh, boom, that one's tough. That one's tough. I'm thinking, I know McDonald's, I know Subway, believe it or not, is really high up there. KFC's really high up there. I'm just trying to think of ones that might be beating it.
Yeah.
Starbucks is super high up there. I forgot about that.
Oh, dang.
Chipotle is debatable if you'd even call that fast food or not. Oh, man, I think 7 is so good, dude. I think that's actually like right where it's at.
Yeah.
We're probably way off. It's probably like 35.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
No, I feel like it is up. It's got to be top 10. There's no way it's not top 10. I'm going to go lower. I think it's under 7. Like, it's like...
Do you think it's like 8 or 9?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be freaking 12.
I mean, just mathematically, there's only 6 slots above 7.
I know, that's
so
tough.
like, I have better chance if I say under. So, McDonald's, Starbucks, Chick-fil-A's 3!
Oh, yeah, baby.
Wow. 3. Good for them, dude. Wow, that's actually... You said a good line.
Yeah, dang, dude.
I did not get a point there. So that means I did not get a point. So what? You have 2 and I have 1.
Yep, I come out victorious.
All right, that's for episode 1. You got 2-1. All right, everyone, for our final segment of this episode 1. In the future, we might have longer episodes and more segments and stuff, but we're keeping it simple this time. We're just doing 3. Anyways, it is called Discernment. As you know, it speaks about in the Bible, you need to be able to discern the thoughts that are coming from God and the thoughts that are coming from Satan. Discern right from wrong. So basically, our play on that is we're going to be discerning, or he's going to be discerning in this episode, which of these is the name brand and which is an off brand. So he has 3 tests in front of you here. Can you identify what they all are?
So I guess this is potato chips.
Kettle chips.
Okay,
to be
kettle
exact.
chips. Then we got water. Root beer, is that what you said? Yeah, root beer.
Yeah,
all
root
right.
beer. So I know which ones they are, obviously. He does not. He's going to taste them each and take a guess. So you got 3 points for grabs. Ooh. This is going to be another one that we're going to carry over the points from episode to episode. Yeah. So like next time, he will be the one preparing it for me and I will guess and have at it.
Where should I begin? So I got to go potato chip.
Kettle chip.
Kettle chip.
Tell us what you think. The name brand here is Cape Cod, and then the off brand for all of these are gonna be Great Value.
All right, let's see. That's what this one is. Oh, that's giving me name brand right away.
What are you tasting? What's the difference here?
Just a heavier like taste, like right away. Like, so that one tastes good. It does. It's good. Like it's giving name brand. But then when I try one of these, I don't know why. Wait, now I'm thinking opposite.
Oh man, you gotta use your discernment, dude. You probably haven't even had the name brand of this, so that's gonna make it really hard for you. You just gotta like what tastes like name brand.
So it's giving me. So you probably can't tell on camera really well, but
there's a lot more going on over.
Yeah, it's a little darker. It seems like maybe cooked a little different, and then these are just real light, real thin. You can almost.
They just look like Lay's almost, but
I can't believe everything changed. If I never went back for that second bite, so I'm going name brand right here.
Final answer, name brand on the left side. Wrong, sir. Should have stuck with your gut.
Dang it.
Honestly, I just tried them though. I'm not gonna lie, I actually like the off-brand better. But this is Cape Cod over on this side, and that is Great Value. So good job, Great Value.
GV coming in clutch. Okay.
And we've learned in the past, just on our own personal experiences, the GV really does come in clutch, dude. Like don't sleep on them.
Like there's no point. You might as well save the money because not only does it taste almost the same, if not sometimes better.
Yeah.
It's not like even when it tastes worse, it's not like it's that bad.
But we're not worried about saving money. We're just worried about figuring it out. So 0 points for you right now.
Okay.
You can have those later.
So now it's like, okay, just had my chips. I gotta wash it down, right? So we're gonna go with water.
Okay, so the name brand here is Smart Water, and then like I said, off brand is gonna be Great Value. Water is gonna be the hardest by far. I mean, it's really hard to discern the difference of water, I feel like.
Oh, this is tough.
I know.
Dude,
water is gonna be tough.
As soon as you don't have it like in the bottle that it comes in, it is insanely tough.
Which I can just tell you right now while he's tasting them, just get the cheapest water. I mean, there's some waters that suck, but like in general, don't be spending more money on the...
Well, here's what I just found out. I used to get a lot of Smart Water, like at gas stations, because it says added electrolytes for taste. So I was like, oh, I'm getting a bunch of electrolytes. I'm getting,
Yeah.
But then I looked it up, and there's barely any electrolytes in there. It's just a little bit.
Just enough for them to put it on the label. Yeah.
So there's no point of even buying it. Just a heads up.
I do like Smart Water. I like find myself going for that in the gas station.
Dude, I could sit here and drink this. I could literally probably drink both these down, and I still go no.
He's just thirsty. Are you getting any kind of difference?
Dude.
It's like basically not noticeable at all.
No, yeah, not at all. That's the alkaline. This is Smart Water. Final pick.
Answer?
Yep.
You got a point, sir.
Let's go.
You got a point on the water.
All right, so
Root beer. Now,
some RB.
I will say, I'll just go ahead and say it for you. Isaac doesn't drink soda, okay? Very rarely. But his soda of choice, if he were to pick one, is root beer. And I know that because I'm a good friend.
Exactly.
So I gave him root beer. I could not do the zero sugar because there was not a Great Value version of that. So it's just you're gonna have to take some sugar in. Sorry about that. One of these is Mug. The one with the bulldog on it. That was Mug, right? One of them's Mug, and then one of them's Great Value. But I do have to say also, I don't know if this will taint the experiment here. The Mug was in a bottle, plastic bottle, and the Great Value was in a can.
Ooh.
So
dang,
I'm gonna let you know that up front. I don't know if you can taste some aluminum. Might give you a hint there. I don't know.
I'm really good at smelling metals, so. Okay.
Tastes like root beer.
A little root beery, that's for sure. Okay. Oh, dude.
Sorry
Please
about
stay
that.
away from me
Sorry.
with that. Now, right off the rip, dude, I'm not gonna guess yet, but this really makes me think it's the name brand. Just a way more flavorful taste. I don't know why. Just like right off the rip, dude, that has to be name brand. Let's see what this is one more time. Oh yeah. So regardless of what it is, I don't care which one it actually ends up being. This one is way better. Somehow you can just tell. I'm going this one right here. Name brand right here. Don't tell me. Really?
You're wrong.
Dang.
That's crazy. This is Mug. That's Great Value.
Dude, something about this is really good. I don't know what it is, but
That's crazy.
That tastes really good.
That's good to know. I mean, I have a 12-pack of each now, so now it's just sitting in my house. So what we've learned here is that Great Value doesn't mess around.
Yeah.
And we've also learned that Isaac only got 1 out of 3.
Dang.
So you didn't get skunked, but
But at least the one I did get was the hardest one. The
that's
water.
true. That's actually
So-
kind of crazy that the one you got was
But
water.
I'm a big old water drinker.
Yeah, he is a big old water drinker.
I drink a lot of Smart Water, and I actually just drank a lot of alkaline water last week. So
you were cheating, basically.
Yep. I prepared.
Yeah, you didn't tell me about that.
All right, guys, so that's gonna wrap up today's video. Again, we we said a couple times, it's gonna get way better. We're gonna get way better at explaining things, talking. I mean, we're just trying to rip off the Band-Aid of even just filming again.
That's right, yeah.
But we're excited. We got a lot of stuff planned.
He hit the nail right on the head, as you said
Yep.
earlier. So we're gonna make a lot of improvements. You're gonna see the set, the audio, the video, the ideas. Everything is gonna get better over time. Just give us some time. But also, if you are watching this and you are one of the OGs that actually tuned into episode 1, first of all, thank you so much. Second of all, give us some ideas for different segments and stuff, and give us feedback on what you did or did not like. We will really appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. This is Holy Worlds episode 1.
And peace out.